Why did Karmelo Anthony get off easy in the killing of Justin Metcalf? I have to say, everyone, I'm very disappointed in Texas. I always thought it was the last bastion of justice in the United States, and seeing this Karmelo Anthony verdict, it's just so disappointing. Hello, everyone. It's Alex the Mechanic here again, and today I had to come out and talk to you guys. Originally, I wanted to talk to you about the New York Knicks and how evil that team is, but instead today, I want to talk about Karmelo Anthony. Anyone who's seen in the news, this guy, Karmelo Anthony, killed this young man, Austin Metcalf, tragically. We pray for him. In Texas. It was incredibly sad. He got him with a knife at a track meet. Two high school kids that got in a tragic altercation. But I'm a conservative, like I'm sure so many who follow this channel are. And I believe in justice and righteousness. How is it possible that Karmelo Anthony was only given 10 years with the possibility of parole for taking the life of someone else? When I saw that on Facebook, that was the verdict, I don't know. I don't even know what's left to do anymore. I prayed for this country. That's for sure. I don't understand what's going on here. Our young people have lost their minds. I'm still here fixing this RAV4 from last week, trying to make sense of the world. To be a mechanic here, if some piece of metal is bent, we don't just bend it back halfway. We bend it all the way or replace it when there's a problem in a vehicle. This young man, Karmelo Anthony, extinguished the life of Austin Metcalf, and all he's getting is a little bit of jail time, a little dime. How does that make any sense? That doesn't bring any justice to the world. Texas, which is a state that has capital punishment under this governor, Greg Abbott, who won't even stand for the flag. This is really disappointing. I don't know where this leaves us. From the beginning of this case, which I've followed very closely because I'm interested in how these racialized cases come out. Because, of course, the liberal media, because I learned this from my friend, Pat the Boomer, my boss and friend, Pat the Boomer. The Democrats are the real racists. And I know that doesn't make sense to a lot of people that are liberals, but the Democrats are the people who want people to be thinking about race, okay? This is a huge problem. Democrats are the real racists. From the moment that this happened, I didn't see any real conservative man or woman making this about race. They said, hey, this kid, he took out someone of the same age with a knife at school. You're not supposed to do that. Send him to life in prison with no parole or capital punishment, right? Because that's how the law works. And then the Democrats, or it's supposed to work that way, right? That's God's law, honestly. But then the Democrats come in here and they on MSNBS and CNN, these horrible networks started saying that, I saw it today, Jasmine Crockett and these Democrats saying that Karmelo Anthony is being unfairly treated because he's black. No one cares about that, actually. No one cares. And the sad thing is that I see, because I'm a conservative, just like Martin Luther King. Democrats don't want you to know that Martin Luther King was a real conservative. And I judge people by the content of their character. I wanted to see justice here because of the event. But of course, when the Democrats do this, some people on the right wing, they start saying, oh, this is about white versus black and black versus white. This is about a bad person who took out someone who could have been a good person. Okay? That's what it was, or was a good person. And that bad person needs to be removed permanently from society. That doesn't mean that they have to be buried under the prison. That just means they have to never get out of prison. That's what it means. And no one will just say that. That's why I am, I told Pat about this. Pat the Boomer, my boss, great guy. He's been a mentor and everything. And he told me, he said, son, if Texas is going this way, then this country is doomed. I don't even understand this Texas jury here. How can you look the parents of Austin Metcalf in the eye and only give Karmelo Anthony 10 years? It doesn't even make sense. He needs to go to jail for life. There's no other way around it. I don't see how. It hurts my brain, honestly. I don't get it. I thought that, what is going on here? If President Trump were the judge, Karmelo Anthony would be an alligator Alcatraz for the rest of his life. And it would be fair. But instead we have these weak people on these juries in places like Texas that are supposed to be strong. And they send people to jail they'll send you to jail for doing something patriotic, like trying to build a wall or stop illegal immigration. But when you do something like what Karmelo Anthony did, you get 10 years. How does that even work? I don't understand. Someone needs to say something here. There needs to be President Trump, if you can hear me, please help us. Please help us. This is unacceptable. And I saw some people saying that it's good that he went to jail at all. No. Are we not Christians? Do we not believe in an eye for an eye? How is this supposed to work? I don't understand how you could be satisfied with this verdict. It's not okay. It's not okay. Rest in peace to Austin Metcalf, but Karmelo Anthony needs to face real justice. I don't know where this country is going, but it's definitely not anywhere good anytime soon. It's sick. It's a sick behavior pattern we see here. No one can just be a tried and true conservative that judges people by the content of their character and not the color of their skin. I really thought that President Trump could save everything this time, but it seems like we're going to have to vote even harder next time. Listen, I know he's not perfect, but someone needs to get Greg Abbott to stay there so he can really fix Texas, because I'm sure he's done good things like any conservative, but we need things to happen. And God, pray for Florida, where I am, where we're losing Ron DeSantis. And if one of these Democrats, or as Boomer Pat likes to call them, and I'm starting to call them demon rats, gets into office, it's bad, man. It's bad. I don't know what we're going to do out here. The youth is not in a good position, and I think this is just going to get worse and worse. But God is always on our side, so just be sure to let a little prayer out for America tonight. And hopefully at some point in life we find some real justice here, and Karmelo Anthony cannot leave prison. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Let me know what you think in the comments. I know it's a bit of a downer episode, but it's crazy to me. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know, make sure you leave a like and make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I don't know. I'm just going to get back to work, show some gumption. I appreciate everyone tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.